Hey guys, what's up? It is your buddy Keith here again live in the live room at Essex Recording Studios just outside London in England. And today I'm going to share with you one of my all-time favorite guitars that I remember from high school. I've wanted one of these for a long time and it's my very first one. So, if you're new to the channel, click like, click subscribe, come join the circle of friends. There's about 3,000 of us already. And you're going to see some rad guitars from all around the world that I get each and every day and share with you up close and in person, as if you were holding them in your very own hands at your local guitar shop. Pretty cool. And it's totally free. If you want to buy any of the guitars you see on the channel, they're all for sale on our website, EssexRecordingStudios.com, and on Reverb.com. They are our very good friends. They take care of us, so we got to take care of them. So let's chat about this. I actually got not one, but two of these acrylic BC Rich Mockingbirds. They're very sought after, and there's some special things about it. For starters, not all of them came with the matching acrylic see-through headstock. A lot of them had just wood headstocks. The acrylic ones are the most sought after and are the hardest to get. These are in extraordinary condition. I'm going to do a separate video on the red one, but for right now, we're focusing on this green one. They've had the pickups upgraded with rock fields, and the original pickups are included. The rock fields come in these really cool like flight cases, but we've got the original BC Rich pickups that you get with the guitar. The rock fields just sound awesome. You've got this stunning fretboard, which it looks like the African rosewood, which is like grenadillo or something like that. It's got a lot of kind of figuring to the wood and just looks killer. It looks a lot better in person than even this video can show. But very good looking fretboard. You've got the pointed bullet style truss rod cover, Mockingbird, BC Rich. These are all made in Korea. These were made in the top factory for BC Rich, who at this time wasn't really making a whole lot in the States, and their very best guitars were coming out of Korea, if they weren't some of the few select custom shop models. All of the hardware looks, I mean, this is a case queen. This is like going back in time and buying one of these brand new when they came out about, man, it's getting close to 20 years. Really nuts. I'm going to take it out of its case, which was also a nice treat because this has the top Canadian very best case from TKL that BC Rich had, which is the same company that makes the cases for Gibsons, actually. So you see, you get that as well. We'll go ahead and put this down so you can see all the angles and edges. So a lot of the times on these acrylic ones, what you'll find is you'll see this tip and this tip all chipped and banged up because people will lean them against walls to fall over. I don't see a mark or scratch on this thing. And you can see with the beveled edges, the way it allows light to come through, I mean, it looks really crazy, really cool. Something that some people have taken the time to do is to light these up with LEDs, run LED lighting in the control cavities. I think that's a great idea for something like this, especially on stage. That being said, my good buddy John Adams had one of these back in his band Super Breed way back in the day, and his looked killer just the way you see it here on stage. I mean, it looked awesome. He had the exact same one, same color, same acrylic headstock, and I think that guitar got more reaction than anything else on stage from the crowds. It was great. I'll never forget that guitar, which is why it's really cool that I have one now. And again, these lines are great. You have a really narrow bevel that widens out here to the edge. It just, I can't believe how inexpensive these were when they first came out. And I really regretted not buying one because they weren't that much. But now to get one in this condition, if you can find one with the acrylic headstock, You know, they're starting to go for proper money. So cool. Look at that, how you can see the logo being reflected through the side there. It's so cool. I think these are one of the most underappreciated guitars ever. They sound killer. There's so many rumors about, oh, you can't get an acrylic guitar to sound good or blah, blah, blah. There's so many big names that have used them. Kirk Hammett had an awesome one, his Wavecaster from ESP, and this guy in America who made a few of them. I mean, that guitar is in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. If you wanted to do minor upgrades, you could probably do something like a Gibson or Godot bridge and stop tailpiece. You know, I wouldn't want to do any real drilling through the acrylic than what's already been done. Probably swap out the tuners if you wanted to. I don't think you need to. The guitar is fine. It's built to a very, very high standard, and it sounds awesome. We just use an acrylic guitar to record on Pinup's debut EP. If you go to Spotify and you search Pinup, a lot of the guitar you hear there was recorded on a vintage acrylic guitar. Now I'm going to flip this around to the back, which is really the fun part on these, because check out how they meet the headstock with the neck. It's kind of like an acrylic scarf joint. It's very interesting. And then you can see the fretboard. How crazy is that? Pretty wild. Beautiful maple neck. You've got the serial number there from the Korean factory. I don't know what F stands for, which factory that is. The letter is generally a factory code in Korea and Japan. In Japan, F is Fujigen. It's like the very best factory. And I'm pretty sure it's Korea, not Japan. I'm like 99.9% positive on that. You can see the upgraded wiring from these Rockfield pickups versus what you got with the plain old BC Riches. And then the cavities for the pickups. Again, plenty of areas where you could store LED lights back there. Plenty of area in here. So yeah, really, really cool. There's your stop tailpiece and bridge. I think that's about it, guys. I think that gives you a really good idea of what the Acrylic Mockingbird looks like. I hope they bring this back one day so more people can get access to this model. I think it's cool enough to be a regular production model, but as it stands, the only way you can get one is by finding one of these original models from, like I said, getting on to near 20 years. Awesome. All right, guys, I'm out of here. Next video will be on the red one, which is pretty much identical, other than it's red. All right, later, guys. More videos coming up right after this. If you have a minute, hit us up on Facebook. Give us a like, Essex Recording Studios, or on Instagram at Essex Recording Studios. If you've been watching this long and you haven't subscribed, you are clearly a fan. So click subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video coming up right after this. Later, dudes.